Hi, thanks for joining me today. We are doing a workout that I have had so many requests for, and it is one that I personally do a couple times a week, variations of this, and it's using a kettlebell. So you can use a hand weight if you don't have a kettlebell. You'll want, if you're a beginner or brand new to this, then try it either with no weight or with 5 pounds. If you're kind of intermediate, I would go 8 to 10 pounds. And if you're super advanced, just meaning that you have used weights a lot in your workouts, then you can do 15, which is what I'm using. But when I started this, I was definitely 10 and lower. I've just worked up to this, okay? So we'll get started. Take breaks as you need to. It's super fun. It definitely will challenge your body in a new way. So let's have your legs a little wider than shoulder distance apart, slightly turned out, okay? So we're going for our squat press position here. And then either weight or kettlebell in your hands. You're gonna come down into a squat and then press up and your hands come up. So you inhale down and exhale up. So I'll do it from the side so you can see I'm sitting my tail back behind me so my knees stay fairly stationary and only go down as far as you're comfortable. So for me, what I've worked on is getting my elbows to touch my knees, but again, that's been a couple years of some work to do that. You might not go down that far, okay? Inhale, exhale. Make sure you're pressing through the heels as you come up. And if it's too much to do the press overhead, then you would just stay right here, okay? You don't have to do the press, or as you get tired, take the press out. See, I'm already breathing hard. It's a great workout. Okay, last one. And bring it back down. We're gonna take the weight into the right hand and step the right foot back. We're gonna do lunges, so I want a wide stance. Inhale down, exhale up. I don't tap my knee down to the ground. It never feels good when I do it, so I don't. Again, just as far down as you're comfortable going. So we're gonna do almost like a flow, right? If I was doing Pilates or yoga, I'd call it a flow, but we're gonna do it with the weight here. So like I said, take a break as you need to. I might scoot back a little to make sure there's room. 3, 2, 1. Switch hands with the weight. Down into a lunge, come up, knee comes up. So you're gonna drive your knee up, down, drive, and drive. So you still wanna step that foot back pretty far. Make sure you have that wide stance. Standing up nice and tall. 3, 2, last one. Up, nice job. Take the weight into the other hand again. Right foot back. So this is single leg deadlift. So you're gonna hinge forward, the weight touches the ground. Come up, the knee comes up. I promised you this is a challenging workout. Take it back, pick up the weight, and then lift. So if this is new to you, you can take a few and just watch my patterning. The left knee stays straight. I do not have it locked, but I do have it straight. You're alternating setting the weight down and then picking it back up. And if that's too much, like let's say your left hamstring is really tight, then put a step or something in front of you or a box and put your weight down on that. Then you don't have to lift it from the floor. So hopefully that makes sense, but that'll help. And you're trying to keep your back completely flat. Okay, no rounding of the back. You can almost think about keeping your eyes up when you do it, which is gonna help. Last one. Hand up. I always try to catch my balance. Okay, now, stay here with the weight. Bend the left knee, set the weight down. Left knee straightens. Left knee bends, grab the weight, straighten. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Mini squats. If your left knee, or sorry, not your knee, I don't want knee pain. If your left leg is burning, you're probably doing this right. And you'll see I keep kind of losing my balance, but I just come back to it. This is our last one. Pick it up. The right foot crosses behind you for curtsy lunge. This is the last part of the series. And 4, 3, 2, 1, nice job. Come up, bring the weight up overhead, tricep press, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. So you're just trying to keep belly in. Basically, I just say that because I want you to focus on your posture. I want you to be really conscious of every part of your body and that you are purposefully controlling it. Okay, last 3. And this is where you might want to have a lighter weight. You might be stronger in your legs, weaker in your arms. That's really normal. And then rest. So if you need to have some various weights, go for it. All right, set the weight down before we do the other side. Hands behind your head. So I'm going to show you the modified version of this first, okay? You're going to bring your knee up, your right knee, turn to that side. Bring it down. Left knee, turn, down. All right, so this is where you're going to start. And if this feels fine for you, squat all the way down, come up, twist. All the way down, twist. I'm laughing because I know how it felt the first time I saw this. I laughed. And then I tried it. And I realized, you know, that's a pretty good way to get cardio. And if you guys know me, I don't do a lot of jumping because of my prolapse. So the jumping comes and goes for me. But this is a nice way to do it. And it gets a lot of mobility in the hips, actually. Last one. Nice job. Arms come down. We have another side. All right, weight comes up. So we're going to have the right foot forward, left foot back, and the weight is in your left hand. Ready? Big stance, toes facing forward. So this is where it's not easy, but I kind of can usually catch my breath. My heart rate comes down a little bit. It's nice to throw in those bursts of that heart rate spike, kind of like a high intensity interval training. And I found this kind of workout has helped me a lot be stronger in other areas. It's really interesting. It's helped with my balance. Last one. Come up, we're gonna switch hands with the weight. Down into your lunge, and you're gonna drive. Drive that knee up. So if you need to have a chair close or a wall close, go ahead, just don't rely on it. But if it makes you feel a little better to start to practice that balance like that, go right ahead. 3. And I'm not necessarily counting here. When I do them on my own, sometimes I will, and I do anywhere from 8 to 12 reps of each of these, okay? So switch hands again. We have single leg deadlifts. I'm gonna scoot back slightly. So you're gonna hinge forward. You'll see, when I get here, I should have a straight line from my head to my back leg. And then leave it as you come up, drive the knee up. Knee comes back as you hinge forward and grab the weight. And then come back up and the foot taps in. So hinge over, lift and drive. Hinge over again, grab the weight. This is where you really have to support and stabilize yourself to get back up. Deadlifts are one of the best exercises for the entire back line of the body, meaning from hamstring up through glutes, back extensors, and then adding the weight. You're gonna get some shoulder stability too. Now, while I'm making you do these, I'll tell you, this is a great workout for your core. Okay, I'm not a fan of doing crunches all day long. I like my Pilates work, but I'm not gonna sit and do 100 crunches. And I don't think anyone needs to. They're not the best way to work your core. Something functional like this, especially if you can't do crunches for any reason, you can be assured that this kind of workout is going to help, okay? You've probably done plenty of those, so come down, let the weight down. Now, you're going to stand back up. We're gonna come back down, grab the weight, and this is where we're gonna bend and straighten. Sorry, I got too excited talking. Bend, the weight comes down, straighten, bend again, stand up with the weight, okay? I just do 4 of these because my leg is usually burnt out. These are hard for me. Whew. Yep, feel that. The last one, I think that's 4. Good, come up. The left foot steps behind and across. I'm laughing because I have that bead of sweat running down my chest right now. Maybe you do too. I usually get it like down my arm to my elbow and then right through my bra on the front. That bead of sweat telling me I'm working. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, that leg was harder for me. All right, weight up overhead, tricep press. You bend and straighten. And if it's like a little hard for balance to have your feet here, just stagger them. One behind and one in front. Sometimes it's easier. 3, 2, 1. Come down, set the weight down. We're gonna do another set of our crosses, okay? So you remember whatever version you were doing, or if you need to modify because you're getting tired, please do it. So when you're ready, down, twist. I just want you to think about staying tall. When you twist, you'll notice I'm not doing this. I'm not rounding to touch that knee. I'm staying upright. If my knee comes up, great, but I'm not rounding forward to make it happen. Or at least I'm not meaning to if I'm doing it. You guys are gonna feel your legs tomorrow. You'll either love me or hate me, I guess. 3, and 2, you'll love me. And 1, and rest.